Hey guys, welcome to the review show. My name is Austin. Spaceman stars Adam Sandler. Jacob was raised by his grandparents in Czech countryside. After being abandoned as a young boy, he works as a scientist before trying to become the Czech Republic's first astronaut. I finally got around to watching this film. I hardly watch anything that's on streaming services because I honestly don't know when they come out. That's the problem with streaming services, is that whenever they release something, no one really knows when they come out. They put it out, and it's on the front page for a week, and it's advantages. Unless you really follow Adam Sandler or Netflix on Instagram or any social media, you're not going to really know any of these films come out on their services. But some studios are still trying to figure out that they make way more money in the theaters and get way more recognition later down the line because of theaters. But I'm here after a couple weeks of it being out talking about Spaceman, and I kind of wish I didn't watch it because it was quite boring for a lot of different reasons. So Spaceman is about this guy who is on a solo mission to this, I don't know, big purple cloud in space, who is played by Adam Sandler. Adam Sandler lately has just not been my stick anymore. Like he's just been in a lot of things that I just did not like. I liked his older stuff, and his older stick still works pretty well whenever he does it. But like some of the jokes that are written though with his stick aren't funny. So it's not really his stick that I'm sick of. It's more of what the jokes that whoever's been writing them sucks. Like they're awful. But he does also have some serious films that he does put out, like Uncut Gem. I haven't watched it, but I've heard really good things about it, and I do want to check it out. I think it's on Netflix because I think it's a Netflix original. I think. I might be wrong about that. So Spaceman is more of that somewhat serious role, a tiny bit, because it does the most ridiculous things without also diving into those ridiculous things. Because this movie really focuses on the mental health of Adam Sandler's character, and it's like the concept that they do with his like focus on his mental health, and we see where he and his life struggles with his wife. It's interesting, but it's fucking boring because the movie does nothing else interesting with the idea of concept of space. And now I get the idea that, and the point is that he wanted to be an astronaut, and he is on the solo mission, and being alone in space can be a mental dread, and can cause a lot of depression. I get that point, but it's so boring. It's not fun to watch. Well, I mean, watching someone being depressed shouldn't be fun. It's not like interesting to watch, especially when the stuff that they do put into the film, they don't do anything with. Like at some point in the later of the film, he has a talking spire who's voiced by Paul Duno. I think that's how you say his name. It's like his first reaction, to the spire is like, what the fuck, and actually tries to kill it in some form, like can't say the word for some reason. Determination. That's not even a fucking word. Good job, me. Tries to kill it, like I said, and it doesn't work. And so it's like, okay, is this thing real or not? But he just doesn't really question what this big spider is. He maybe asks like, where did you come from? Maybe once in the film, but it never really dives into anything. It's just like plays for a joke half the time. It's like, okay, don't touch my stuff. No, that room's banned. Also, that room's banned. And it's like, really, you're talking to possibly an alien here. You're not going to ask where these questions of like interest, of figuring out its backstory. Nope. Just there to help him guide himself through the story, because all the spider does really is read his mind, and next we get flashbacks and these weird warp visions, and that's how the movie moves forward, is because of the spider. That's the only reason why the spider exists. Nothing really cool with it. Dumb, pointless, and boring. Whenever they cut back to his wife, it's just boring. She's just there. I mean, and I think they mentioned that they are on like Jupiter's moon or something, like on the outskirts of Jupiter, or maybe at least they mentioned that early on in in the film, but there's no uh saying of like, okay, this is Earth or whatever, because when they ever cut back to other people that aren't Adam Sandler, it's like, okay, there's no way that they're on the outskirts of Jupiter. They're just on Earth. This is just Earth. Like, at least do something interesting with the outer sphere to tell us, hey, this is something different, and like this is a different planet, or this is a different part of your solar system. Like, have Jupiter be in the background or something besides this purple cloud in the sky, which is really noticeable that it's just pasted there on the screen. So the film just doesn't do anything interesting. And next, when you get to this purple cloud, it's just like, oh, so you just took stuff from Interstellar. Cool. I mean, I don't know if that's a spoiler, but fuck it, fuck it. It takes ideas from other things. Basically, what am I trying to say? And it's like, if you want to watch something like, Interstellar is actually a great example, anyways, because it deals with about trying to find, like, a new planet for society to live on, but also deals with the guilt of leaving his family behind. This movie does the same thing, but it's all just about that, and it does nothing really interesting with it. I'm gonna give Spaceman a D plus. Cool special effects, I will say. Like, there's a couple cool shots, and I was intrigued with the idea, but it just wasn't interesting to watch. It was kind of boring, and it reminded me a lot of Aster. If I asked Astra, I don't remember the name of the movie, but it was the Brad Pitt space movie. It was boring. It was boring as that film. That film actually made me fall asleep, not gonna lie. But yeah, I just don't. If you haven't already checked it out on Netflix, don't waste your time. Go watch something else that's on Netflix, or go see something that's in theaters. I have a bunch of reviews out, like, for the past 2 weeks about a lot of films that are more interesting than this film that are in theaters right now. So go check those out. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Like always, I'll see you guys next review. Bye.